We are going to question number 47, which is a descriptive question. 4 statements are given. We will have to identify. 4 options are also given there. According to that, we will find out how many of these statements are correct or wrong, as the case may be. So, I will first read out all the 4 statements. Let us see whether how many of these statements are correct. OF2, Cl2O and Br2O are tetrahedral with 2 positions occupied by the lone pair of electrons. This is a correct statement. Statement 1 is correct. This is due to sp3 hybridization. Therefore, statement 1 is correct. That means all the 4 compounds, what are the 4 compounds? Namely, OF2, Cl2O and Br2O, all the 3 are tetrahedral due to sp3 hybridization, or tetrahedral with 2 positions occupied by the lone pair of electrons. The correct answer for the question is correct. That is actually, that particular statement is correct. This is due to sp3 hybridization. Then the next statement is, in OF2 the bond angle is less than 109.28, that is normal tetrahedral angle. This also appears to be a correct statement. The reason is, the bond angles are distorted due to lone pair of electrons. Actually the compound is, OF2. So, in this particular case, all the in the bond angles are all distorted by in OF2 by the bonding electrons near the fluorine, and therefore the bond angle is actually, the statement that is given is the bond angle is less than 109.28. So, due to distortion the bond angle is less than 109.28, and therefore this statement 2 is also correct. Now, let us go to statement number 3. The same thing, it is not F2, OF2, it is Cl2O. In Cl2O, the bond angle is the third one is, the bond angle is greater than 109. That also is correct, Cl2O. In Cl2O, the bond angle is greater than 109.28. This is due to the fact the bonding electrons are nearer the oxygen atom, because the oxygen atom is more electronegative than chlorine. The bonding atoms are nearer than this. Therefore, the relationship between the lone pairs is now exceeds, the repulsion between the lone pairs now exceeds between the bond pairs, and therefore the bond angle becomes greater, is greater than, then come to the greater than 109 point to this. Then the question statement 4 is, in Br2O the bond angle is greater than 111. In this case also, the difference in electronegativity is between bromine and oxygen. In this case, just see this, in all these cases it is only the halogen that differs, fluorine, chlorine and bromine. Therefore, the distortion in this case is the difference between bromine and oxygen is still greater than between, because chlorine is slightly more electronegative than bromine. The difference between bromine and oxygen is still greater than that between chlorine and oxygen, and therefore the bonding electrons are even closer to oxygen in Br2O. Therefore, the repulsion between the bond pairs is still greater, and the bond angle is greater than 109.28 degrees. In other words, all the 4 statements are correct, and one which corresponds to all the 4 statements is given in the choice A, 1, 2, 3, 4. The other things are all 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, etc. In choice A, all the 4 statements 1, 2, 3, 4 are correct. Therefore, that is actually the answer for the question.